everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you a really nice side dish. This is how to bake steak fries with a Napa Valley balsamic remoulade sauce. It's going to be awesome. So I've got some beautiful potatoes that I actually grew myself and just washed them off. They have some nice skin on them, so I don't need to peel them. If you need to peel them or take out any eyes on your large potatoes, I have 5 large ones. Feel free to do so. This is going to serve, you can serve 3 or 4 people tonight. Okay, so I am going to cut my potato. You're gonna see that one side is wider than the other when it's laying flat, okay? So I'm gonna cut through the wide side, lengthwise, and then I'm just gonna slice slices, maybe 1/2 inch thick, like so. Big, nice, giant pieces of potato. I'm actually going to throw them into a mixing bowl so I can toss them with some spices. And just do that with all of your potatoes. I may only need 4 potatoes today. That looks like it's quite a lot actually. So I'm only going to do 4 large ones. Eyeball what you guys need, okay? So into this bowl I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, maybe 2 tablespoons worth. I have some freshly ground black pepper. I'm going to toss that in with it. Now I've preheated my oven to 365 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just the way I do it. These guys are going to go for about 40-45 minutes in their entirety. Now I'm going to use some flake sea salt that I get to crunch through my fingers, and it makes a nice little salty crust on my potatoes. I'm going to put a little bit on now, and then I'm going to sprinkle it on the top here again. I like to add just a hint of spice. A little bit of cayenne pepper goes a long way. And let's just toss these guys up in that olive oil and those spices. I love doing steak fries. They're nice and hearty. They're a nice big piece of potato to grab onto. And it's a beautiful side dish, even when you're doing steaks and things like that. These guys can go with anything. Now I'm using a piece of parchment today. You can use a silicone mat or you can just grease up your cookie sheets. So I'm going to spread these guys out. These are some of the most beautiful potatoes I have ever seen. I'm so proud of ourselves that we grew these. They're nice hearty sized chips here. My dad would have called them chips. Well, that's all I could fit on my cookie sheet anyway. That's 4 large potatoes. Drizzle the rest of this olive oil, don't waste that. Okay, so I'm just gonna scrunch a little bit more salt over top of these. The flake salt is a nice texture, gives a nice crunch and a little bit different, je ne sais quoi, it's just a little something different. It's really nice for chefs to work with it too because it crunches between your fingers. It's really aesthetically pleasing. Okay, that's what they look like before I'm putting them in. My oven is preheated to 365 degrees. In they go. I'm going to check them in 20 minutes and turn them over. In the meantime, let's get together this remoulade. And tonight I'm going to show you a delicious sauce recipe for how to make Napa Valley balsamic remoulade. It's gonna be nice. Now, tonight I'm using this beautiful barrel-aged balsamic vinegar, and it's from the Napa Valley Vinegar Company. You can find them online at winecountrykitchens.com. This is a high quality balsamic vinegar that's been aged. It's from Modena, Italy, and it is phenomenal. This is nice and aged and sweet to the point where it is the consistency of maybe maple syrup coming out, and you're going to see that in a minute. It's sweet, it's complex, it's rich, it's fantastic, and it's going to go beautifully tonight with some baked steak. But this is what I'm serving it with. Now, a remoulade is a mayonnaise-based sauce. It's a French sauce, similar to tartar sauce, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some fresh parsley. I'm going to mince that up because I just have that already ready to go. That's maybe, I don't know, 2 teaspoons worth. You could use chives here if you wanted to. You could use scapes. You could use scallions, green onions, whatever you like. Okay? Whatever kind of herbs you have available fresh or you enjoy. Okay? I'm going to use some mayonnaise, and I'm using store-bought mayonnaise tonight for time purposes. You guys can make your own mayonnaise if you really want to, but we're just using store-bought to show you how to do it. That's a couple tablespoons because I'm serving the steak fries. So you're going to be dipping it in there. You need a bit, at least for a couple people. You're going to need, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons worth. We're going to mix that all up nice. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice to that. Nice squeeze. Give a little squeeze of lemon. Now don't add too much either, because I'm still going to be adding some of this beautiful barrel-aged balsamic vinegar. I'd say maybe a teaspoon or so, maybe 2. I'm going to season that up with some freshly ground or cracked pepper, whatever you like, maybe a teaspoon. Some salt. We're also going to have to re-season at the end. We're going to taste test. I'm going to add a little bit of dry mustard. It's going to add a nice little tartness to it, and it's going to help bind everything together. Maybe a teaspoon's worth. Plus, I like the flavor of mustard with my fries. Just saying. I'm going to add a dash or 2 of cayenne for a little bit of spice. And into that, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of this barrel-aged balsamic vinegar. How that comes out, just like a syrup. Boy, that's good. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to mix this all up, evenly combine it. You want it to be nice and smooth. I might even take a little whisk to this to make sure that it's nice and smooth. I'm just going to whisk that all up, and I'm going to do a quick taste test. Oh, that's tasty. A little bit more salt, a tad bit more pepper. And I am going to add just a little bit more of this balsamic, maybe another half a tablespoon. Now, if you wanted to, you could slice up, finely mince some dill pickle. You could put capers in here, which would be fantastic. Little tiny bits. You could even use those pickled nasturtium nodes that I've done. If you want to check out that recipe, that would be beautiful in here too. But I think just to please everyone tonight, I'm going to leave it pretty basic here. That is so tasty. It's creamy, it's tangy, it's savory. It has those beautiful bits of parsley in that taste so good in there. A little bit spicy. Ooh, I can feel that cracked pepper, those nice little chunks. I love that. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to put it in a nice bowl to serve with everybody's meal. But that's how you do it. That's good. Okay, so we've got our beautiful steak fries. It's about halfway through. They've been going for 20 minutes. And I just want to flip these guys over. I'm going to use a little turner to make sure that each one gets turned. Looking good. Okay, let's get these guys finished. They're not quite knife tender, and that's what you want them to be, knife tender, as well as being nice and brown. So back in the oven for a good another 20 minutes. All right, I'd say that these fries are done, but we're gonna test one just to make sure. Oh, they're crispy on the outside. They're cooked on the inside. Beautiful. So here they go. They look beautiful. They're all browned up and crispy. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to serve them on a plate with my condiment in the middle. So we're just going to throw them on a plate like that around my little bowl. And people can just grab and go as they please. Oop, one fell in. Guess that one's mine. Now that's what I call chips and dip. Well, the only thing left to do is to try it. So I guess this one that fell into the bowl is mine. There you go. Beautiful. Perfect. Such a fresh potato. I literally just picked it out of my garden. Absolutely fantastic potatoes. They're cooked all the way through. They're nice and crispy on the outside. They're seasoned beautifully. And this remoulade sauce is out of this world. That creamy, it's tangy, savory. Perfect side dish. Or snack or appetizer. I'm serving these fries alongside some hamburgers with mozzarella and a Napa Valley balsamic drizzle on them. Outstanding. Perfect. So I hope that you try that. It's really easy to do. Quick sauce you can just whip up. Steak fries are super simple. Cut them up, that's the hardest thing to do. Toss them up in some seasonings and some oil, throw them in the oven. All right, turn them halfway through. Pretty basic. So you can do it too, and I hope that it becomes a staple in your household as well. Anyhow, that's how you do it. Make sure you check out Wine Country Kitchens online at winecountryKitchens.com for this vinegar, as well as their other fantastic flavored balsamics. Plus, they have a ton of other awesome things there too. Man, I wish I could just have my Christmas list there. Anyhow, Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find me syndicated on Roku. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe, interact with us, and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.